It's a new week. Yes, it is. What's a good internet? My name is Attackslite. Welcome back to my 2K16 MyCareer. Let's play Ebenezer's Revenge on the PS4. And certainly some crazy stuff went down yesterday. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that video because it was... I was a face, then I was a heel, then I was a face again, and now I am officially feuding with John Cena. And we're going to have a match on Superstars here and discuss what is going on currently in professional wrestling, but mostly the WWE. And so, welcome to this fine Monday edition of the 2K16 MyCareer mode. The longest ongoing video series in the history of this channel that I am hoping to finish eventually. And hopefully that will be when I win the damn US title from John Cena, pending. But what's going on right now today, you might or might not know, is the 5-year anniversary from that infamous CM Punk promo, the pipe bomb promo. Can you believe it's been 5 years already? And man, how hard did they botch that angle? They had the hottest thing in the world that summer, and they totally dropped the ball on that. But, you know, what else is new, I suppose? They have a habit of doing that. They were just handed the greatest thing in the world and totally just did not follow up on the potential that had. The potential of CM Punk going around to different indie federations and defending the WWE title could have been an amazing summer. And instead, he came back like 2 weeks later, a week later. It was, yeah, dumb. It was dumb. Just a reminder, the summer of CM Punk, what could have been the hottest thing in pro wrestling in decades, that angle culminated in Triple H fighting Kevin Nash. What the hell? Anyway, been hearing things that apparently they're going to have the women's division, was originally rumored, as per the brand split, to be on one show, and they're saying it's going to be on both shows, which kind of, like, either A, that means they're going to bring back a second women's title, so, you know, the Divas belt, or B, you're not actually going to have distinct rosters. You're going to have that belt defended on both shows, and it won't actually be a distinct brand split. So, that remains to be seen. But speaking of the brand split, been hearing that there could be as many as 10 to 12 NXT call-ups, which would seriously decimate that NXT roster moving forward. So, I guess we'll see. They said originally, it'd be, you know, like 4 to 6. Now they're saying 10 to 12. And I'm like, the roster there isn't that deep. Like, if you call up all the important guys, like Joe and Balor, etc., like, how many guys are you going to have? Like, if you want to continue to have NXT as a touring brand, that's going to seriously impact the amount of guys you're going to have that actually, you know, they're going to sell tickets to that stuff. So, I don't know. But certainly you can see Balor and Joe and Nakamura, etc., being called up this summer. That being said, apparently this morning they have just dropped the Balor Club trademark. So perhaps the original rumor was that, hey, they're going to have, you know, him called up and he's going to be part of the club or lead the club, or perhaps get into a feud with AJ about who leads the club, etc., but apparently they didn't anticipate how huge AJ was going to end up being. They thought, oh, well, he'll be like mid-card or lower, whatever. But apparently they didn't say, oh, wait, he's one of the best damn wrestlers in the world right now. How did you not anticipate him being as over as he is with what he's doing? So, yeah, they botched that pretty hard, so perhaps we're just not going to have I mean, obviously, they would call up Finn Balor, but apparently not with the Balor Club stuff, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the next few months, ideally. What else? Oh, right, of course. I guess the biggest news this morning, and I suppose what should have been my lead-off news story, was that we have our cover announcement for 2K17. And I'm sure you, at this point, have already seen it. Come on, ref! Have seen it on Twitter. It's your boy, Bork Laser, is your cover individual for the game, which, like, considering what's going on right now with Roman Reigns, makes the most sense that you wouldn't have it be Roman Reigns, but considering how far in advance this stuff gets decided, you have to wonder, at any point, was Roman Reigns even in consideration for being on the cover of the game? Like, I don't think it was a last-minute thing deciding on Brock, and it's interesting because the year that Brock has had this year, not particularly, you know, impressive up to this point. Like, you know, he was in the Rumble, and that was kind of whatever. And he had that triple threat at Fastlane, which was a good match. And then he fought a very kind of whatever match with Dean Ambrose at Mania, and that was kind of it. Now, obviously, a potentially huge summer, as he is going back to UFC, you know, and having a match there, and then having a match at SummerSlam. But we don't know how that's going to play out, because obviously UFC is a real fight, and that could end up being a very disastrous summer. But I understand from being okay, what's potentially newsworthy going into the fall to release this game. Obviously, Brock Lesnar is going to be on a lot of headlines this summer, so that part of it to me makes sense. But you look at the year Brock had last year, perhaps would have made more sense to have him on the cover of 2K16. That being said, here we go, John Cena in a normal match. So not for the belt, in a normal match. So I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get my title shot until the next pay-per-view. But you know what? It's Monday. I'm only recording this one video today, so let's just get this done here. And I'm gonna adjust the difficulty. We're gonna drop down to normal and see how it is to fight John Cena on normal. My authority goal is win by submission. Don't you understand? It's John Cena. That may as well be impossible. He hasn't tapped out in a decade. And apparently the main event of Payback is Eric Rowan versus Cesaro in a last man standing match. I don't even know how the hell is the John Cena match not the main event. Like, what's going on there? Alright, for long-time watchers of this show would know I have not tried this game on normal in quite some time. I originally started out this career mode on easy, and everyone's like, come on now, don't play it on easy. And I was like, alright, fine. So I upped it to normal for a brief period, then went to hard. No, you know, I went from normal to legend, or I beat a guy, or you know, I was a heel, and I had a heel manager, and there was a long time there just playing on legend, because I just, you know, at that point it was easy to win with a heel manager on legend, because of all the distractions. And at a certain point, I moved to a point where I was playing and it was just ridiculous, and so I went back to hard for a bit, and that was alright, and I've kind of been fine, except for the fact that I'm fighting John Cena, so the game makes him, like, extra difficult, because he's John Cena, and, like, I understand that, but I haven't played on normal here in a bit, so let's, see what kind of a fight John Cena puts up here on normal. I don't actually know. This might actually be a short match. We'll see. Kick out at 1, because he's John Cena. Nope. So he might just still reverse, like, just about everything. But if I can build meter faster, and he can't deal with that meter getting built, then perhaps I'll be okay. Perhaps. I'm not going to guarantee that. But yeah, so again, I have to wonder how much consideration they gave to Roman Reigns as the cover guy for this year's game, if that was a thought at all, or if it was just like, no, it's just gonna be Brock. Like, you gotta look at, okay, what's gonna actually sell copies, you know, in October. But I will say, with them giving that game an actual release date, which is October the 11th, for me, that's gonna be a busy week. That's gonna be a really busy week. because October the 11th is the game, right? And obviously we'll be doing all kinds of coverage, me and Grim, etc., when that game comes out, right? But additionally, that same week, October the 13th, is the release of the PlayStation 4 VR headset, which I already have on pre-order, which will be here. It should be here on launch day. So 2K17 and VR in the same week. That's gonna be a busy week for video. That's gonna be a busy week for content that I'm gonna need to produce. So, yeah, look forward to that. I guess I'm gonna be exhausted, much like I am this week of all the stuff I've been doing this week. So, if you haven't watched any of my weekend content from this past weekend, certainly go check out that Too Many Games stuff, the Echo Mog stuff, the Doo-Hop stuff. I was a busy beaver this weekend. It was kind of ridiculous. And so I'm back on my regular schedule now of just, you know, the usual 2 videos a day, occasionally 1 video a day, because I need to recuperate a little bit. I'm supposed to go back out and film more stuff with Echo Mog this Saturday, so that's going to be another potentially long weekend there, but we'll see how it goes. We shall see. Uh-oh. John Cena's getting his comeback. I don't think so, John. I'm just going to make sure to not let you get that as I continually pile drive you. And then say that you can't see cheese. Oh, he dodged it. He hit the ref. I'm sorry. That's a DQ. He hit the ref. Here's a fruit roll-up. Fruit roll-up. John Cena's got no stamina. No stamina. Oh, he's still kicked out. He's still kicked out because he's John Cena. What impact? What impact? How come I can't build up my meter any faster? What the hell? Here we are. Payback. It's payback. This is Ebenezer getting some payback from all these nonsense John Cena matches that he's had and lost. The C Nation. How about the Cheese Nation, huh? What's up with the Cheese Nation? This one's for you, Cheese Nation. This one's for you. Guess what, Cheese Nation? Here's 2 in a row. Oh, no. Even on normal. Even on normal. Fruit roll-up. Come on, referee. What the hell? Oh, man. To think that I would still have problems fighting John Cena on normal is kind of troubling when you think about it. I'm still in the green here. I'm still in the green here. John Cena is in the deep red. I am on normal. I'm ranked 94, and this is still a problem. How is this still a problem? This video game, I swear. I swear. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. There we go. He was in the deep red. It had to happen. Alright, well, that, you know, helps me to a certain point because, you know, I won, but at the same time, I'm stuck waiting another cycle of matches until the next pay-per-view to actually finally get my title shot. So that's going to be, you know, another week and a half or so, considering how this show usually goes. And the 2K16 MyCareer mode rolls on. We are still feuding with John Cena. We beat him, and now we roll into June. Hey, it's June. And Mark Henry, and the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank, and hopefully I will fight him for his U.S. title at Money in the Bank. But until then, and until next time, and as always, I am your host, Saxlug. Every day more videos. Go watch those Too Many Games videos, and I will see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.